So what we're going to do here is just go on loopnet.com. Some of you are familiar with LoopNet, right? How many here has been on loopnet.com? Sure. Well, some of you know how to use it. Some of you might not know how to use it. So understand they do have a section where you can become a premium member. It's like around 30, 50, 40 bucks, something like that. All right. Does anybody know the cost? 47, 49. Yeah, it's right there. But the benefit of being a premium member, get this. If you have your Bird Dog funnel set up, which we're going to talk about later today, a whole Bird Dog funnel. If you have your Bird Dog set up and they're a premium member because they're flipping the bill for the measly just under 50 bucks a month, they're accessing premium listings. If they send those premium listings to you for you to open up and you're not a premium member, then you cannot access those until you become a premium member. Okay? A lot of people don't know that. And then they get leads through the pipe and they can't open them. They're like, well, this thing doesn't open. Oh, well, must not be a deal. So you want to make sure that, cost control, make sure that you're not pinching pennies for something like this if you're taking it serious, and this is going to be one of your resources to make it happen. But you go on LoopNet here and you go search properties for sale, and you'll see usually there's a little bubble that pops up, and it'll want me to become a premium member. $495 billion worth of property for sale, 6.1 billion square feet of properties for lease. Well, as you've seen my Google toolbar, one of the things we want to do on this type of site is go ahead and click all of these. Now remember I said the other day about how important it is to understand the different property types? Well, the types are important because if you look here, it actually says mini, under industrial it says self-storage, mini storage. That's an industrial type. And if you were to tell a broker, hey, I'm not interested in any industrial type of property, what are you telling them? You're not interested in self-storage, and that's not the case. So understanding what you're saying is very, very important, okay? Okay, so with that said, what we're going to do is click all property types. Very simple. Click all property types here. Boom, boom, all of them. Click them all. Now, the reason why I do that is because obviously we're generalists. We're not specialists. We can take out residential income. And a lot of folks also don't understand this. Look, we're following the money. There's only a few places we don't want to go and do business, but for the most part, we want to go everywhere. And where's that? All states, okay? Now, another thing that we want to do is realize we can put in the price range if you're looking for the sweet spot. We can go ahead and put in the building size. We can put in different units. But this is the most important thing. This is sort of like my Google toolbar, but it's limited, obviously, just for this site. So, obviously, I've been here before. What's popping up? Motivated in seller financing. Let's go ahead and click seller financing, and then click search. Now, when you do this, it's doing the same thing, basically, that my Google toolbar does for this particular site. And it's going to deliver these properties to you. And of course, see, here's the pop-up. It wants you to go ahead and click this thing, which we're not going to click it. But you can see right here, 500 plus results found. And it goes on, it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. And my point being for LoopNet is most folks for their premium listings, if you're going to go ahead and expect to access these premium listings, you got to pay the piper in that regard. All right? That's how you use the key search term when you're using LoopNet. And what happens is these deals that pop up, they're going to have all the terms that say seller financing. Okay? Same way that the Google toolbar does it. They're going to list them all to you, and you can just go ahead and scroll through each and every single one, and you can access this information. Is that powerful? It's really powerful. A lot of people, a lot of people don't grasp the concept of using key search toolbars. And key search toolbars and using the internet in itself is very, very powerful. Because the internet is cutting edge. It is what life is about. You know, if you think about it, everybody wants things to be done faster, right? You want fast food. You want things done when? When do you want them done? Right now. That's what people want. Right now. Right now. And they're also willing to pay a price to have things right now. So the internet is one of these tools where we get in there, we recognize opportunity, and we make it happen. So that's one of the tools that I wanted to share with you here. And of course, you can click for sale, for a lease. This thing's giving me a little, there we go. Close. Now, you can see here, what's pulled up for the most part on these is still going to be a lot of retail property. Unfortunately, a lot of these properties are going to be at or close to retail, and it's up to you to be able to tell the difference between a deal and a dud. Be able to know how to separate the trash from the cash, whatever you want to call it. Here you can look at all these. It just keeps going, keeps going. We got bank-owned vacant motel. All right, they're probably not doing much business there, I guess, right? You got Sarasota, Florida. You got Philly. This is all development, not interested. Another hotel coming soon. That's a land play. But you see, scrolling through this, the benefits even so, and we'll just go ahead and hit one. Well-maintained park, seller financing with great terms. You see that? 47 spaces, 7.7 cap rate. Now, what that means is more than likely, even with seller financing, they're asking, just looking at this, I'll tell you right now, this is a retail deal, right? This is a retail deal. What they're asking for 47 spaces at $2.1 million, with seller financing, great terms, it's fully occupied. Where's the upside in this deal? Fully occupied. So what? You get seller financing. Well, again, what if they just give it to you? Remember I said my relaxed mindset is sit back on my couch and ask myself, what if they were just to give me the property? Then what happens? What if they were to just give it to me? How am I going to make money with it? This particular deal, you're not going to make money with it because it's fully occupied, right? It does have no rent control. Well, who cares? Seller financing with terms. Well, who cares? We're not making money on the deal. We pass, all right? It's really important to get that. Don't just focus on the seller financing terms. It's a combination. Remember, huge discounts, huge upside, room to make money. Scrolling through this, you can go ahead and keep going. 100% leased with City of Houston as an anchor tenant. Just to be clear, an anchor tenant would be a big box chain inside of a shopping center. And since they're the big box chain, we go ahead and have a little bit of security because we know that there'll be a lot of foot traffic to come into that one big box chain. But if you don't have an anchor tenant, meaning a big box chain, then it's not going to be to your benefit. All right? So, because the internet is so very powerful, we can keep scrolling on these things for a while. But because these are so powerful and the internet's so strong, I actually asked to have somebody come on down and spend a little bit of time with you talking about the internet in a few different regards. Who here is really, really savvy on the internet? Raise your hand. Okay. Who here would like to be much more savvy on the internet? Who here would like to have a way to do things on the internet that are cutting edge? This is stuff that not a lot of folks know about. Who'd like to know that? Raise your hand. All right, good. I think it's important. I think it's really important to share some of these strategies and share some of these techniques with you guys, okay? All right. So what we're going to do here is realize opportunity on the internet just like we have here and get in, get out, get rich.